Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Max McAllister here, going further down the rabbit hole into the crazy Honda Goldwing seat bolting up rabbit hole here. So a couple other things we've come across since we released our seat bolts that I wanted to share with you. And that's, we've actually had people who swear that their motorcycle has shown up from Honda missing some of those hardware pieces, that it wasn't even the bike shop that did it. But if your motorcycle has been missing the collars that come from the backside tabs out, if it's been missing the collars, let me get my electrical cord out here. If it's been missing the collars and someone has put the bolt on and tightened the bolt down, it will crush this plastic tab. It'll squeeze the hole in, and then if you happen to call in or try and replace the collar from Honda or buy one of our super seat bolts, it actually won't fit through the hole. So see, it's designed to fit very snugly into the hole and take the place of the Honda collar. But we've had a customer or two already that say, hey, this won't even, I can't even get to start threading. And so the problem is, because the hole has been crushed, the collar, the collar won't actually pass into the saddle like that. So if you have that, you just need to pass a drill bit through the hole to open it so that it's back to its normal state that Honda delivered it in. Then the next thing, believe it or not, that we see a lot of is this tab on the front of the seat. This is really problematic from Honda. Now, Honda's had a tab on their seats for decades and decades, but virtually every bike I can think of, the tab always points horizontally forward, right? And so the idea is, for a forward loading seat, you put the tab in this way and drop the back of the seat down and it latches in somewhere or something. Now, on this bike, they've got this tab that drops down in, because the seat actually kind of backloads a little more than in normal other seats. So you kind of have to almost bend the whole saddle in the middle to get it started under the tabs in the back that it goes to. But once you get to this point here, this is where there's trouble. So that tab, if you kind of come around with the camera here and zoom in, see this? Let me light this up in here some. The tab has a hole it supposed to fit in right here, that hole, but it doesn't want to go there. It sits on it. Now, so if you have to pull the seat forward, then these points want to scratch your bike up. So you want to avoid that. But what you end up having to do is flex the seat, the whole saddle, bend it back, and then the tab will drop down the hole. You can almost hear it or see it right there. You see that? Now, what's happened is people just skip that step. They don't know. Then their seat won't go, and they just push down on it, right? And we've come across people who just bent that whole tab against their seat pan and never knew it. And then they force the seat down and then fight to get the hardware in. Now, even properly installed with the tab, you flex the saddle back and then kind of get those to drop. The bolt holes won't line up properly. The seat will always be forward slightly. Come look. So the bolt hole in there won't line up. And so the Supermax technique is I take my elbow and just drill this backrest several times. And that forces the saddle backwards. And come look, and it lines up the bolt hole. So just really smash it really good. Now, you get to watch me experiment today live on YouTube. So I think the reason this seat just doesn't drop down nicely and easily into its appropriate place is because of that tab. So my bike is gonna lose the tab. Now I know the tab's not necessary. First of all, seat can't slide backwards. It's held by in 2 other locations by 2 different other bosses. These 2 bosses here, these 2 bosses here. Then it's held by these 2 tits and grommets on the front, and then it's bolted. So I'm not really concerned about this tab. The only thing I'm sad about is that when I cut this off, this isn't going to make any sparks, you know, like Jesse James did when he worked on motorcycles. I know that sparks flying gets big ratings, and this is just going to be plastic, so I'm kind of sad about that. But so here we go. My experiment into madness is complete. Now let's see what happens. Will my seat go on easier? Get these in the back lined up. Yeah, not significantly easier. Yeah, not significantly easier. I gotta get my wire here. Yep, it's just more that it's tightened back. But it is easier to put the front down, I'll say that. See how that goes? I like that a lot better. So I'm gonna leave the tab off my bike apparently. So I do like that better. But to align the bolt hole, actually it's pretty well lined up. Take a look. I think it does help. So worthwhile experiment. All right. So don't forget to order up your Traction Dynamics super seat bolts, and then that'll make your seat installation a little easier. You could cut that tab off with the Ziz wheel like I used there, a Dremel tool with a little cutoff wheel, hacksaw, pliers, it really probably don't matter. But anyway, obsolete part on the seat pan of the Goldwing. Feel free to remove at your will. And see, here's another great tip from me that costs nothing. For those of you who like to complain, I'm always selling something. So anyway, I'm Max. Please don't forget to like this video and share with your friends if you think it'll help them. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll try and keep cool content coming.